But Esmeralda was banned here for the side of Execration though. So those are the three heroes that they don't want. Just ONIC PH just said, okay, don't give the assassins.
Yep.
And Execration, I think they are probably aiming
Barretts?
to. No? Yeah, I think Barretts is a good ban here. But I think in a way, Execration wants to low-key secure the lands ASAP.
Oh, that's a good point, man.
Because Hate has been playing these assassins, he's been doing great. But if you put him on another role, that's when he is going to have a hard time.
That's a good point. Oh, Baksha! Wow, interesting. But you know what the Baksha ban means?
What?
You're thinking about a Claude.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to be 100% yet, but it's a good possibility because Baksha is one of those heroes that's just so resistant to a Claude. We've seen that in previous games here in the MPL. And now we are on to the first pick.
Venus. What would you go for? I think a Khalid, a Yuzhong, a Lance could, just give you the extra oomph that you need right now, and they go for the Alice. Well, this is ONIC. Why am I not surprised?
Why am I not surprised, right?
This is ONIC. They like this Alice.
What's surprising is the first pick, Roger again. Execration is really, this is the, regular season Execration. These are the picks that we see from these guys.
But there's a certain limit for a Roger, right? Like if Roger doesn't get the early game that he wants, he's most likely to fail. He's most likely to fail just because of the innate nature of the marksman just being in your face.
Absolutely. And I think they should be able to secure another. I don't think it's just the Roger. It's not just the Roger. Although, when I think about it, Roger plus Claude is overkill. So it's probably not going to be happening. But I'm surprised Natalia still is out for Jay. And why is he doesn't want to change his heroes. 4 straight game of Yi San Shin and no Barretts ban means Execration will take the Barretts for themselves.
Yeah, you have to really see how much pressure can the Barretts make for this certain ONIC PH lineup. I think in a way, Execration got the Barretts, but if you think about it, ONIC PH still has the capability to adjust on the side lanes.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the absolute adjustment is going to be side lanes because, again, you only have that. We very rarely see a Natalia side lane. In other countries, it's kind of prevalent, but here, in our meta right now, that's just not a thing. So we'll see if that's going to be the next target here for banning for Execration. They ban out the Valir instead. First time Barretts for Benecutie if ever he's the one who picks it up. Although Sagittnus seems to be the more prominent candidate for the Barretts if ever. Or Chaknu.
I think Chak. I think Sagittnus will be using this.
Sagittnus is probably the one, right?
Benecutie
Chaknu's going to be on that Jawhead for sure.
Yeah. Benecutie is way too, for me, he's super aggressive, and I don't like the Barret on his hand. I'm not saying that he's not capable of playing it. I'm saying I would just prefer to see him playing another hero.
I think so. And I think having the ability to play a different hero is going to up their aggression.
I'm actually looking at. I'm trying to look at the stats right now, ladies and gentlemen, and Uranus has, still has the highest ban in the MPL. Like Uranus, let's say Uranus has over 120 bans already, and it's really annoying when it's been 2 seasons already.
Yeah, Uranus Gaming, right?
It's still there.
We saw last game what happens. Like people it's very difficult to deal with, especially if you don't have an Esmeralda, which is still banned. And that's why, it's really easy for them to just deal with it. To get away with it, rather. If you're Uranus, just spam those shields, man. You're fine. You're fine. You can push. You can bully. You can go to the side lanes. You can jungle. You can do whatever you want.
You spam spam it. You make it very much part of you. To be honest, so
It gets. I know it's just like a hero that just casts Ionic Edge non-stop, walks around the map. You know? But if you think about it, it's kind of boring when you go to the lane if you're Uranus. But you're just so strong, and that's what matters, right? Well, that's what the teams want. You have a strong laner that you cannot basically impossible to push back the base.
think about it. Your mechanics is based on just pressing that one single skill that you can spam
And a jump. That's all.
and you jump on them.
And you jump on people and you just spam the Ionic Edge, and it's just it over and over again, you know?
And I mean, if you know the limits of the hero, then that means you're practically unkillable.
You're unkillable. You're golden. Once you know when to pop that consecration, once you know when to get into that regen, you got it. Speaking of getting it, Eudora gonna get picked up here. Last pick by Execration. Surprisingly, I was expecting Venus to pick that, but nope, they don't have the lineup for it. That means Chang'e will be the one to be picked up by ONIC for the support role.
I am actually scared for the one who's gonna use Alice right now.
Yeah, you're gonna have a hard.
You're gonna have a hard time. You're gonna go in. You're gonna get Daytona's welcome. If you're not gonna get Daytona's welcome, you are going to get that combination coming out from Eudora.
You want to regen? Yeah, go ahead, regen if you're dead, because you're gonna get instantly killed. And this should be game 5. I don't know. This feels like a game 5 lineup.
This actually feels like a game 5.
Yeah, this feels like a game 5.
I mean, let's say I'm not taking ONIC out of the equation right now.
Yep.
But it feels to me that it all comes down to what Jay can do.
Everyone's so squishy on ONIC. Like, everyone can get destroyed by a Jawhead. And knowing it's Shakno's Jawhead, like, oh my gosh, seriously. Early game is gonna be... Early game is going to be hell for ONIC.
We will see. We will see. But, for me, I'm seeing that Jay needs to carry a lot of stuff in terms of early game tempo.
He really does, he really does.
He really does. But this is going to be game number 4. Will Execration take us and make us go the distance? Or will ONIC stop their momentum right now?
Let's find out as we head into the matchup here. Execration versus ONIC PH, and we are still going for the battle for third. Here, this matchup.
And you have to give it to, Oh My Venus. He has been stepping up in terms of the hero pool right now, and Dilar going up against Benecutie. Benecutie here will be the target, and that is going to be the first blood.
And I was talking about the early game. You want to win if you're ONIC, you gotta win it. You gotta get in that early game. You gotta get in before Atomax gets the levels, who is, by the way, leveling up very well on the mid lane. No one's getting targeted yet. And,
Benny?
Benny.
But they still want more.
They're not done. They're not done.
They're not done. They want Benecutie, and they want him now.
They're gonna try to follow up, and they're gonna try to cancel out Benecutie here in the top lane. But can they do that? Can they hold on? Can they keep poking it until he gives and just stays in base? That's not gonna happen, but obviously they want that.
Look at
Mid lane.
Look at mid lane. Look at mid lane.
Mid lane, please.
Oh no.
I don't know what's happening in mid lane.
Something's happening, but Iyakno here going 1v1 Benecutie. Look at that. Okay.
A lot of stuff happened, but no one died.
They're chasing the
here he is.
Chak will go down.
Chak goes down. And of course, there will be an answer. Oh My Venus also will be the casualty. But 1-for-1s are gonna keep this game pretty much even in terms of gold. Now we are going to see the spells here, the battle spells for Execration. Let's go ahead and open it up there. Execute, double execute for ONIC, and the quad flicker for Exec.
I like the adjustment coming up from ONIC. Like realizing that you need the executes here from Dilar and Jay. The other team is just way too tanky.
Yeah, way too tanky.
And if you can get them to a certain threshold of HP, then just use that and take him down, then that's going to be beneficial for you.
It will be. Absolutely. So we are going to see an absolutely beautiful game here from Execration. They're holding steady with their lineup, who wants also to go to the late game. And again, ONIC, they're getting a lot of gold for their efforts, and they're keeping up, which is, again, supposedly, if you have a Eudora on the enemy, that's just, whoa. It's just instant kills.
Venus!
Here we go.
Is the target here, and that is called a death brush. And I don't have to explain why it's called a death brush.
I was just saying that's what happens when you have a
there's actually something happening there. Jay will take the Eudora. Jay trying to get away, but he has something else in mind. He wants that kill, and he will get it. Chaknu going 1v1 against Dilar. Weiss, where are you? He's at bottom lane, and that means it's going to be prime time for Execration to just take that turtle rather.
Yep, absolutely. There you go. Turtle's gonna be the one to go down. 3 minutes and 30 seconds in the game. We're already free. Execration looking a lot better this matchup.
But you know what? Sagitno is in front. He's trying to fight this as much as possible. Jay here gets stunned. Ultimate is their combination. The damage isn't enough. Still isn't enough.
No. Careful.
But that is a preview of things to come.
It really is. And I think this combination of Chaknu throwing people back with Ejector and Itomax just staying behind, it's gonna keep going. It's gonna be a template here.
Make this viral. Make this a trend. That's what Execration wanna do.
Just throw people back.
Just throw people back.
Look at this.
And look at this.
They're getting dismantled by the Eudora in the early game. This is what I'm talking about. This is the hell Execration is going to be going through in the early with a Eudora in the lineup. That long stun followed with a Lycan Pounce will mean that someone almost instantly dies as long as he's alone. Like right now, I think Jay's dead. Yeah, there you go.
He was zoned out, put in a triangle, and he was made to run the other way, and with that, another kill goes to Hate. And Hate here, he has awakened.
Yep, he's up. This is it. This is a free 0-2 Roger. And at 5 minutes, that's saying something.
Wow. Just clearly, there's the awakened. Oh, my Venus will be the next target. Ejector to the stun, to the execute. Man, oh man. If you're ONIC PH, how do you even fight this?
Yeah, exactly. That's just the question here. And again, this is the early game that they were supposed to win. But no, it's not gonna happen. Deal are even using the Reiki Sandstorm defensively at this point.
Execration. They're looking at the turtle right now. More objectives on their side. But you know what? For the side of ONIC PH, I think they kind of gave that how do I say this, jawhead out that easily, and it's really costing them at this point. Hate trying to run away, Lycan Pounce to the buff. It doesn't really reach Jay.
Yep, absolutely. There you go. This is the early game I'm talking about that Execration wants, and they are getting it each and every time. Oh my Venus, he doesn't even look like he knows what he's gonna do next. Gets thrown back to the wolves. Literally thrown to the wolves there.
Benny Cutie wants Weiss. Weiss here with a flicker, and Daytona's welcome. They get him. Jay just runs away, and they're collapsing right now. They cannot take this pressure. Execration, this is what we expected of them from game 1 to game 2.
Yep, absolutely. Whoa, there's a bit of a blur that happened there. But that's going to be a kill that's going to be picked up by ONIC out of nowhere. But that doesn't matter. Execration is going to barrel down on mid, and there's going to be very little that ONIC can do to stop it.
Execration. Oh, my Venus going in, trying to take them down. Netomax here, eating a lot of the meteor showers. Sagitno catches those hits for Etomax.
Yeah.
And
that was a meteor shower that was not powered up with a shield, so the damage was so low.
Was it?
Yeah, there was no shields on on Venus at that point. That's why it was just like a little line.
And there is a pause. Now, if you're on the side of ONIC PH, you can you might have a bit of a panic right now. There's this thing that's happening for ONIC where they cannot answer this Jawhead Eudora combination that Execration is putting on them right now. It seems like every time Shaknu gets an ejector, throws him back, you said this yourself, the stun from the Eudora will come out, and that is going to be a long stun, enough for any kind of Roger player to take you down.
It was just the combo is a sure kill at this point, especially with the Jawhead. It's just, what are you gonna do when you get thrown into the wolves, especially if there's a Lycan Pounce that's like 100% kill to anyone. And at level 8, between level 7 to 9, or level 6 to 9, you're just so squishy and you cannot withstand the damage.
And Execration right now, the atmosphere, it became more lively, environment-wise. As you can see, these players are just chilling. Look at Benny Cutie, that very relaxed state.
Yeah, and the very sly smile actually for Benny Cutie there.
Yeah, you saw them earlier. They were down. They were really thinking on how to win. But for the side of Execration, right now, they found it and they want to win.
Yep, they got it. They got the groove, as they say. And yeah, it's looking like Execration wants to go for it. At this point, they can go for it, and then there's very little that ONIC can actually do against this.
Turtle resurrection.
And Sagitnu is playing a good Barrats game. You don't see Barrats having a good time right now.
Yep, absolutely.
To be honest, Barrats is probably one of the lowest hero ruin rates in the MPL PH Season 6. For other regions or for other countries, it's not looking that way. He's one of the most successful ones.
Yep, he's almost instantly locked, instantly picked for most times. And it's good for a good reason, especially at this point. Not only do they have a Jawhead, they also have the Daytona's Welcome. And that's just another tool in case the ejector is off on cooldown. That's something you can use.
That is true. And you have the Meteor Shower here. And Oh My Venus just wants to stall the game a bit. As you can see, in terms of items, you have hate on 6,750 gold, Windtalker, Endless Battle, Raptor Machete, and Wise is still working his way to a Blade of Despair.
Yep. That's a oh my gosh. At 9 minutes he doesn't even have the Blade of Despair yet. That's how far behind.
That's how far behind, yeah.
PHR right now.
For outside of Execration, they just really want to put Etomax here in front. Not really gonna hit.
It will walk out. But that's not enough. These slippery slopes that this Natalia's taken is not gonna be enough to make any big difference, except when he does plays like this. He's trying to control waves. Everyone's so far away. And, where are you looking at? Where are you at?
And as you can see, Sagitta here is really just having a good time. The mind games. And he's just going to wherever wherever he can see a hero, he's just going to go there and he's going to try to annoy them. And clearly, things are going great for the side of Execration just because they have the Eudora, they have... Let's say they have a Benny Cutie, but the thing is, if ONIC PH take this to a late game, I am seeing that Execration might have a hard time in terms of damage. Well, in terms of bursting down someone, they do have the Eudora, but I would still put my money on late game scaling with Alice, UYSS, and Natalia.
Yeah.
And Chango. Chango is there as well.
Chang is not even becoming a factor here at 0-4 and 1. Oh my gosh.
It's really easy for people to actually just eject the Chango.
That's true. And there's no counter stun.
There's no out. he can get away with that. And if he stays in the backlines, let's say Venus stays in the backlines, then that means the ejector will always be with the flicker. So if he isn't really that alert, he doesn't react on time, he's just gonna get thrown out.
Yep. So what I don't know what happened here. Why we have a no CC lineup for ONIC PH. They're so confident just their damage output. But the problem is, at this point, when you're under-leveled, there is no damage output. Except for Dealer going to the back line. He finds Ito Max.
And Dealer here, going 1v1 with Hate. Hate at half HP. Look at this, Iyaktu trying to use the Blood Ode. And here comes Daytona as well, getting thrown into the front of the wall. Look at Benny Cutie going in. He's trying to tank up 3 members here on the side of ONIC PH. He cannot do it. 4 members alive. Wise almost going down. That's a triple kill for Hate. Hate wants more, but Hate will not go in as they will take down the base. And they take us to a game number 5, and look at Sagitno. They are actually throwing the chokes